Los Angeles Lakers have lost 10 straight games now to the Denver Nuggets and 6 straight in the NBA playoffs. That's pretty hard to do when you have two Hall of Famers on your team, but here we are. There's dominance and then there's owning a team, and that's what we're seeing in real time right now. But wait, how can you beat a team so many times in a row? Well, you gotta factor in maybe a little bit of luck. Some shots fall and others don't, but there has to be a common denominator, and that is the execution of both of these basketball teams. Today, let's run over how the Nuggets out-executed the Lakers once again in historic and heartbreaking fashion that could have just ended their morale and potentially their season. First, let's get into how the Lakers were even having this type of lead. As we can see, Peyton Watson dig in, and LeBron hits D'Lo, who is a good shooter, and he had it going this time in Denver, and he knocks down in this 3-ball, and this is how they were getting going. Drive, kick, D'Lo, LeBron, everyone was getting involved. So we can see here, like I said, D'Lo was involved, and this shot isn't necessarily a good one or anything. He was just hot tonight, and that was another 3-ball that went down for them, getting them up by 4. But this is where the game really took a turn, and it was Anthony Davis time in the second quarter, and there's no real necessary breakdowns here. This is just one-on-one with Nikola Jokic. No help side is being shown by the Denver Nuggets, and it's basically just AD versus Jokic. And we know Jokic is the MVP. He's an all-time great, but he is not really a good defender, especially in a one-on-one possession versus another all-time talent. Again, AD, he's in the free space. There's no help. They're digging a little bit, but nothing really crazy. And if AD, once he gets 2 feet in the paint, he could really get going. And on this next play, they're actually going to get something off of this screen with D'Lo. They're worried about AD, and that leaves Taurean Prince open for a 3. So this was another set that got them a good look. And the Lakers tend to go away from sets, as you'll see. Now on this one, again, this isn't a set, but it's just a 1-4 flat, 5-out ISO. Jokic versus AD, 2 feet in the paint. He has that soft touch, and all of these aren't even hitting the rim. These are all net, and they're going up by about 8 points. Sorry, math isn't my strong suit. But this one, AD is in the action again, and that's what you'll see on here. Is Jokic was in the action along with AD, and that's how they were feasting on them as they go up by about 9 points. On this one, LeBron gets the block, and they were playing some pretty good defense, holding the Nuggets to under 50 points in the first half before a minute is left. And LeBron just muscles this one up and in. Of course, getting out in transition is key for the Lakers. Now, on this play, again, AD, Jokic in a big drop and gives up a shot to D'Angelo Russell. That's pretty bad defense. But again, Jokic in the action, AD creating that decoy and opening up D'Lo. Now on this one, again, more of the same thing. Steady diet, gets a foul right here from Jamal Murray, and this is to open up the third quarter. They're going right back to it, and they're bordering on a dub. Again, same thing. He's in the action. Jamal Murray's late again. Tries to adjust to take a charge. Another and one. Now in this play again, saying again and again, this action, he actually doesn't hit AD, but that's pulling in Jamal Murray because he knows he's the hot man, and then you're up to a dub with 10 minutes left in the third. What we're about to get into now is how the Denver Nuggets walked these guys down and how the Lakers offense died in the chances that they missed. This one is Rui Hachimura stepping into a catch-and-shoot 3 on penetration from LeBron James. Jokic gets a pretty decent contest, but this isn't the worst shot that the Lakers got down the stretch, but it is a missed shot, and that is 74-57, and you came up empty on that possession. But the Denver Nuggets did not score. But look at this possession. Anthony Davis for a pin down 3 up almost 20. I guess is the time you want to shoot that, but that is a bad shot for a bad shooter. Not getting into your sets, but they're lucky because the Denver Nuggets did not come down and score. But this time, Anthony Davis loses the ball, so that's a turnover. 3 bad possessions in a row, no sets, bad offense, and this one is going to be capitalized on, and now they're making up ground. They're getting the crowd into it. So now it is 74-59. What do you draw up? You get a good baseline cut from Rui Hachimura, who has to finish this dunk or go with the layup, because as we know, this game was won by 2 points, and every point matters. AD forces the putback, and he misses as well. But Nuggets don't come down and score. They were not scoring at every opportunity, but look at the shot by D'Lo. I'm not sure if this is the shot you want with 12 seconds left on the clock. It is not a set. LeBron looks unhappy, and the Denver Nuggets get a chance to go back down, and you're not going to keep them down just for too long as KCP rolls it up. Jokic is in the middle of the floor. AD isn't back in time, and now they've made up some more ground. 74-61, but you still feel comfortable, right? 74-61, getting into the screen and roll action with LeBron James. He goes into Jokic, has a chance to finish, but he is now behind the play and doesn't finish. So once LeBron James misses that layup, they actually did not come down and score, even though they had numbers as they were behind the play. You get the pick and roll with AD. Could have shot this, but he opts to pass it to Gabe Vincent. And this is just a bad pass. Can't have this turnover on the road in Denver. Now your team is kind of foiling away, and you guys are in a mental state like, hey, they make these big runs. We can't do this. And then Austin Reeves goes into penetration. Gabe Vincent, a below average shooter this year, he misses the three, not off the set, and Jokic is going to get this rebound, rip it down, and one of the biggest plays of the night in the playoffs so far, an absolute poster by KCP that got the crowd rejuvenated. Now they're only up 11. Pick and roll, Austin Reeves, Anthony Davis. He had been hitting this shot pretty much all night, and it just rims out. Sometimes you get good looks out of your sets, and they don't fall, but they were blessed again. Did not score. And this one is big. AD sets an illegal screen, and he gets his fourth foul. He has to go out of the game. Rui Hachimura is now inserted to guard Nikola Jokic, and they are showing no help, and Jokic is going to go ahead and turn that lead down even more. They have no answer for Jokic this whole game, and when AD went out, it was even worse. But this time, LeBron James is getting into the paint. He gets it out to D'Angelo Russell, and they needed this three more than they needed life itself to go back up 12, but now the Nuggets are rolling. But look at this. Reggie Jackson actually misses the layup, and you have to get this rebound if you're LeBron James and Gabe Vincent, because when you don't, the Nuggets will make you pay. Obviously, a mismatch, and they are not showing no help. This is a 1v1 with the best player in the world, and Rui Hachimura, who isn't even a good defender, hasn't been world-renowned as a defender. Nikola Jokic takes him to school as he should, and the lead's down to 10. Now, the Lakers got some free throws, so it's 79-67, and now they're doubling, which I think was a better strategy. LeBron is trying to play too, and forcing Christian Braun into the shot isn't bad. He actually missed 2 free throws after this, so that's just a shot that you live with. Now, D'Lo is going to be trying to get a call on Michael Porter Jr., and I'm sure that you guys all seen this play online after the game. I think this was a foul because he literally did slap him in the face while the shot was not going up when it was released, but it wasn't called. Going to get into a turnover here as LeBron just drove the ball at Reggie Jackson, who was already set. That was a turnover, had some more chances for points. After the Denver Nuggets got a layup from Aaron Gordon, they got a bailout possession. As you can see, it is 0 seconds left, and Taurean Prince is a step back contested three right in Justin Holiday's mouth. And you were blessed with this bucket because it was bad offense. But what do? You don't give up it to Jokic or Murray or anything like that. You had a Christian Braun layup go on the pick and roll. Unacceptable. LeBron James falls down. They get a swing action to D'Angelo Russell, and this is a pretty good look for a good shooter all year, and this one just misses. Again, they didn't just get, bad shots every time, but sometimes they did, and sometimes they missed. So now it is 82-73 as the Denver Nuggets did not capitalize on that, but look at this pass from D'Lo. D'Lo played a great game, but again, unacceptable pass, especially in Denver. And if you know Denver, they're going to capitalize when you do something that boneheaded. They get into their two-man action with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, and the C's part, and now Murray can finally get an easy bucket and see the ball go through the hoop. 82-75. Remember, this was a 20-point lead. This was one of the worst shots of the game. Shot clock was winding down, and another step back three from Taurean Prince. Everyone doesn't know what's going on. But they were blessed enough to not even have the Denver Nuggets scoring. Look at AD's body language on this very next possession. AD didn't touch the ball. D'Angelo Russell didn't touch the ball. And then you get Peyton Watson with the open layup. Why is Spencer Dinwiddie taking that? We don't know. Now, on this play, you get a turnover from Austin Reeves on a bad entry pass. And again, watching the game live, you can feel the momentum is turning. They're doing it again. They're coming back on us when we had a lead. That is the mentality. They're walking you down as they always do. So, as they operate, and they actually got a free throw from that turnover, so it didn't bite them too bad. But Jamal Murray is now in the field, and he gets his mid-range to go. He's holding the post. He's feeling like, oh, I got it going now. You know what I'm saying? You don't even want to give him that confidence because we know what happened in the end. But you come back down from that, and the ball is finally back in Anthony Davis' hands, 2 feet in the paint, but he misses it. And then the Nuggets, they come down, and they're going to out-execute you. Jamal Murray comes back down. They're in their two-man action, a tough left-handed lay, but we know that's Jamal Murray's body, and he gets it. They're down 2. This is anyone's games now. 83-81, LeBron James is checked back in, and this 3 saved the Lakers in live time more than anything. And again, another 3, and these were no actions, just pick and roll and just LeBron James being great. 89-81, and he's feeling it. He's going into the lane. Was there a call? Who knows? But he actually does miss this one for it to be 89-81. Denver Nuggets come down, get free throws. LeBron James in attack mode again, but this time he slips up and he's going to turn the ball over as it's going to be a shot clock violation. Another thing that they did not execute. This time on the Nuggets, they're going to capitalize on that. Jokic, and you got to get that rebound. You got to get that rebound if you're somebody in there because Jokic isn't going to miss twice. 89-85, still in a decent position to win this game, especially when LeBron James is doing this. Again, this was no set, kind of just an ISO on KCP, and LeBron's greatness just kind of shining through. Up again, 91-85, and now Jokic is feeling it. He's got touches in the paint. A nasty drop step on Anthony Davis for it to be 91-87. 91-87. Austin Reeves was pretty quiet again this game, but this was a big bucket on KCP, a world-renowned defender. 93-87. You still have a good chance to win this throughout all that you've been through. But now the Nuggets are cooking. You let them get a little bit comfortable. Jamal Murray fakes it back. I'm not sure if there was some miscommunication as Anthony Davis thought Reeves made it came up, but this is just an easy bucket to give up in clutch time. Still up by 4, and one of the biggest possessions of the game, Austin Reeves draws 2, and Rui Hachimura had a terrible night, but if you're going to make up for this one, hit that one, and he did not. And you would be remiss if you think the Nuggets did not come down and capitalize in the biggest way. Another drop step, he hits him with the pump fake this time. Anthony Davis said he's the best defender in the land, and it just doesn't look like it because Nikola Jokic is taking him to school once again. And this one, he gets Jamal Murray to slip here, and Austin Reeves takes a pretty good look at a 3 to me, but this one is off, 93-92. And they did not score coming back down because LeBron James plays this great defense. He gets out on the steal, and he finishes with authority. But now we're into the best sequence maybe of the season. So LeBron James finishes that. Jokic tries to draw a foul or maybe pass. I'm not even sure. But a tug of war for the ball. You got to get that. Aaron Gordon's not out of bounds. And who left Michael Porter Jr.? Maybe a rear view closeout by D'Lo. But this was the biggest shot of the night as MPJ absolutely just pops this. And it's 95 all. Anyone's game, literally. D'Lo in the double screen action, he goes up and gets a left-handed layup off the glass. Good to see him come through in the clutch with only a minute left, and they're up by 2. But the name of the games is getting stops. Speaking of stops, this was when Jamal Murray got a foul on LeBron James and under a minute left. Darvin Hands in the pockets Ham did not challenge this call, and he went home just like the rest of us and went to sleep with his 2 challenges and his timeouts. I'm not sure why he didn't challenge this, especially because the D'Lo call was overturned. The Lakers had a couple calls overturned versus them, but I digress. He didn't challenge, and that's how the Nuggets evened up the game at 97-97. Now we lock back in 97-97. Another double screen action, but this time it's LeBron James. He wants the call, not getting it. 99-97. You just need maybe one stop, and you would be home free on the way to LA with 1-1. But Jamal Murray's not going to be fooled again by LeBron James, and now he's feeling it. That confidence is it's here. He could be 6 for 30, but now the confidence is here. He's clutch. LeBron James, and this was one of the biggest plays of the night. KCP falls down, and I don't think you will get a better look than LeBron James, 41% three-point shooter, getting that look. But obviously, come down from that. You don't execute, and they do. They game you in historic fashion, and that's the end of the game. So, all in all, the Lakers lost this game. How pretty much they've been losing every game to the Denver Nuggets, besides a couple, blowouts here and there. They lose these games because they are close. They may even build a double-digit lead. But somehow those leads are never kind of in the back end of the game. They're always kind of early in the first half, or kind of early where the team can make up a lot of ground. And the Lakers do not execute well enough. They do not run enough sets when they need to, and they get some kind of bad shots. And then sometimes the shots don't just fall their way. But this is a trend against this team, and I would be lying if I said the Lakers had a chance again in this series. I would gladly eat my words because I am a fan of LeBron James, if that was to change. But I am a realist and an NBA fan first and foremost. And the Lakers are probably going home. There should be 1-1 in this series. I wouldn't say 2-0, even though they blew a lead in game 1 as well. But they should be 1-1. They're 0-2. They lose these games like this all the time, and they're probably going to be going home. Please like and comment on if you had any thoughts or reactions during the video or during the game last night. It was all of it aside, it was one of the best games that I've seen live, and had every second of my eyes were on this game. One of the best games, so I would love to hear you guys' comments and talk ball with you guys in the comments. So I'm out. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.